ladies, gentlemen, ladies, players, playettes, ladies who play, gentlemen who shouldn't, gamblers, hustlers, degens, sharps, pros, amateurs. Welcome in to the Window Sports Betting Podcast, where our one goal is to get you one place, and that is to the window to cash some tickets, make a little extra money. Happy Easter to everyone here. We are getting into some Easter action. It's getting closer to 420, so for a guy like me, that's awesome. And a couple of my homies' birthdays, namely Christopher of this podcast. We got a lot of plays today, a lot of them first inning, so they take like 20 minutes to know if you've cashed or not cashed. And we're going to get right into it. I'm not going to hold you on this Easter Sunday. Hopefully you go have some nice lunch with your family, cook some good food for your people. And once again, as always, the To the Window Sports Betting Podcast, when Jemiah is hosting it alone, I cannot speak for Christopher Scott. It's sponsored by an arbitrary marijuana seltzer. Keeps me sharp and on time. Not really. Let's get into it, man. Let's get to these plays. Welcome back to the window. It's Sunday. It's April 5th. I had to script this because there's a lot of baseball shit and a lot of stats, and I can't keep all that in my brain. But we are hitting three different stores, if you will, today. We're going shopping in the NBA, MLB, college basketball, women's college basketball. We're not window shopping. We came with a list. We know the prices. We're walking out with what we want. We're not buying shit that doesn't fit. We're going to find the games that fit. But before I go play by play, I want to take a second to talk about something that the picket slip that you see that I'm going to start posting at the end of the videos. They make it very clear, and this is one of the most important concepts in sports betting. It's called the price. Ladies, when you go shopping, you're looking for the best price. When you shop for anything, you're looking for the best price. You're way better than dudes about it. I can assure you I'm terrible about it. But the price in what we're doing is not just who you're betting on, but what you're paying to bet on them, and if they're worth it. In retail, you know the difference between finding something on clearance and paying full price. Betting works exactly the same way. The odds you bet are the price tag. And today's card has some items that they're marked down, they're clearance or TJ Maxx, and a few that are priced like, they came straight from Nordstrom, from the designer rack. So we're going to walk through both, pay attention, and we're going to start first in the NBA. We've got 8 plays, 2 full size. Let's get to it. First up, we're taking Toronto plus the 10 against Boston. 1.5 units at minus 113. And here's a quick price lesson right here. Minus 113 means you're betting $113 to win 100. $13 to win 10. You're betting $11.30 to win $10. Do the math. You can multiply it from 100 to 200, 255,000, whatever. It's a fair price. 113 is a fair price. You're not being gouged. You're getting 10 points with a team in a game where Boston hasn't been the dominant force, and their reputation suggests over the last 5 games that they are not that dominant. They're kind of coasting into the playoffs. I think they're locked into the 2 seed, which is fine. 9.5 points. I could have got that at a reasonable price, but they offered a 10 at this price, and I had 10 is even better. So this is the item that went on sale between when we analyzed it and placed the bets, and we got a better number. We got lucky. Always shop for the better number, the minus 110. Same game right next to it. We're taking Scotty Barnes again, over 7.5 assists. Look, and this guy has covered this, I want to say for the past 3 weeks straight. I could pull it up on my phone, but I'm not. Over 7.5 assists. I'm going to ride this until the wheels fall off. They upped it from 6.5 to 7.5. Don't care. He's been getting double-digit assists at every game. So Scotty Barnes assist over 7.5, 2 units at minus 143. Now, minus 143, let's talk about the other side of the price conversation, the steeper prices. Minus 143 is steep. You're paying a premium. That means Barnes over time needs to hit this number on a regular basis because you're laying 43 cents of extra juice for every dollar you want to win. We're still on it because the case is strong. He's hit this for 3 weeks straight. He's going double digits, and he's playing against Boston's defense where they close out on the 3-point line a lot. And in closing out, it gives Scotty an opportunity to drive and kick, drive and dish. So more opportunities for his big men underneath, kick it out for 3. Lots of assist opportunities in this game, and 7.5 is a number he's been clearing on the regular. But understand, the price on this is not like a clearance price. It's not a TJ Maxx price. We're paying full price for this. We buy it because the quality of it justifies the cost. I'm taking it at 2 units because all the analytics and the metrics line up. I'm well aware it's expensive. I'm willing to pay it. Play number 3, we're taking Charlotte and Minnesota over 228.5. It's just one point. It's a unit at minus 109. Stop. Now look at that price. Minus 109. You are saving, if you're only paying $1, you're saving a penny. If you're playing $100, you're saving $1. Here's where it gets heavy. And this is where the big boys, when they're shopping, that 1 cent on $1,000, instead of paying $1,100, you're paying $10.90. That's $10. That adds up over a lot of bets. And I'm a guy who makes a lot of bets. I'm not betting $1,000 like these guys, but some of them are. You're paying 9 cents a juice to take a side on a total. That means if you're right, just barely more than half the time with prices like this on the minus 109, you can make money at 51%. To make money at minus 110, you have to hit 52.38%. The lower the number, the less you've got to be right. This is the clearance bin. It's 2 teams that are playing at a pace that generates possessions like a weekend sale. In TJ Maxx, if you've been on a Saturday, it sucks. The scoreboard's going to move, and we're getting it at not even money, but close. It's value on a total, and I like it. Play number 4, with everything going on out in Los Angeles, we're taking LeBron James over 24.5 points. We're putting a unit on that at minus 141. Again, close to the same prices with Scotty Barnes, but with the Reeves injury, Luka's out, LeBron's going to have to play. And for them to be competitive, LeBron's going to have to score. He can't be the facilitator that he wants to be. He is going to have to lead this team. He's going to have to score points. And here's that leads to our second price lesson on the prop. Minus 141 is a market saying it's very likely that LeBron goes over. You're paying for the probability of that happening. It gets a little more expensive. Again, like I said, he's going to be the primary scorer and initiator tonight in Dallas, especially with Doncic limited. Cooper Flag just scored 57 points. LeBron might have a little something to say about that. I don't know. He's like 41. Maybe he doesn't care. But at minus 141, the books, they've already priced in most of the edge. So we're still betting it because the matchup is clean. But this is not where you put your heaviest money. You keep it easy when the prices are like this. A unit, fair size for a fair bet, but a steep price. Moving on. Play number 5 in the NBA is New Orleans, the Pelicans, +5 against Orlando. A unit at minus 107. There's a value play on that. It's not minus 110. It's minus 107. 5 points. That's nearly a coin flip on a team getting 5 points. You're buying 5 points of cushion for 9 cents a juice, 7 cents a juice, and this priced at minus 130 or minus 140. I tell you to not bet it. But at this price, you can't pass it up. Minus 107, it's like a markdown shirt. You just can't pass up in the store. We don't need them to be good. We just don't need them to get blown out. Just keep the game close. Win it outright if you want to. It's a very low bar for a team that's been covering the spread on a regular basis. It's a very low bar at a very reasonable price. And that's what, let me take a second here. This is what being a sharp bettor is all about. This is what they look for. They're not looking for the game that's going to be on TV. They're not looking for the game that everybody's talking about. They're looking for the best price play. That's it. You're not playing teams. You're playing numbers. You're playing prices. And that's why you have to have a lot of books to gamble with, because the prices are different at every book. Think about the book like a store. Down the street here from me, we've got Burlington Factory next to a TJ Maxx, next to like a shoe carnival. And they all might have the same thing, but they're going to have a different lower price. Why would you pay full price for something when you can walk right down the street and get a better deal? Make sense? Cool. Moving on. Play number 6. Dallas +2 against the Lakers. Not a big fan of this play. It's a unit. Got it at minus 111, which is almost a normal odds. 2 points on the Mavericks after what's going on with the Lakers. Hooper just dropped 57, like I mentioned before. It's a reasonable price. It's not a premium price. It's a home dog. It's playing okay. The Lakers defense is not good. It's porous, if you will. I think Dallas will probably win this game outright while LA tries to figure out what they're going to do about rotations, minutes, where they're going to be seated. There's only a week and a half left in the season. They got a lot to figure out. They don't know when Luka's coming back. Austin Reeves apparently is banged up too. So 2 points is enough cushion for me. It's a fair price, 2 points. I think Dallas wins outright. We'll see. Taking one of my guys, Spider, Donovan Mitchell, over 27.5 points. I know it's against Indiana. It's a 6 tonight. We're putting a unit on it. Make sure to check his status before tip off. He's facing the Pacers defense, which is one of the worst in the league. They're tanking without Halliburton. It doesn't matter. But they just don't contain perimeter scores at all. It's really bad. 27.5 it's not high for a guy like Spider who can go for 35 in the blink. Minus 123, that's a reasonable price. It's not the 140 for Scotty or the 141 for LeBron. So we're getting a good deal. If he's active and if he's playing tonight, we're taking it. Play number 8, we're taking Cleveland. It's ugly. Minus 16.5 against Indiana. Small play, 1 unit again. Cleveland at home, we're one of the most efficient offenses in the league. Minus 109 is a fair price. They're not charging you much to cover this big number, but go easy on it because it's the NBA. And 16.5 is a lot. And the Pacers have been covering spreads lately, but I think it's a get right spot for the Cavs to make a statement on a Sunday afternoon. Moving on to the NBA, leaving the NBA alone, and on that note, delicious. 7 plays in baseball today. 2 first 5 inning underdogs, 5 no runs first inning, and 1 yes run first inning. Early season baseball is one of the most underpriced markets on the board, and this is where the sharpest price hunting happens. This is where you find your deals and make your money, build your bankroll for football season coming up. First play, we're going to take San Diego, the Padres. First 5 innings, money line against Boston, doing a unit at plus 143. And this is where we're back to the clearance rack, back to talking about the pricing thing, except this time this is a store paying us to buy something that they don't think is good. They don't think it's going to happen. Plus 143 means that for every $100 you bet, you win $143 if you're right. That's the book paying you a premium to a side they think is less likely. That's why the odds are the way they are. I disagree with the books. The pitching matchup and first half game script favors San Diego staying competitive through 5 innings. A plus money underdog in a half game format where variance is compressed, bullpens are out of the way. It's one of the most consistent, valuable plays in baseball. Next play, Cleveland, my Guardians. First 5 innings money line against the Cubbies. Small play, 0.7 units. It's at plus 111. Second plus money play in the same section of the store. So if you're spending $10, cash a ticket, you're winning your $10 back. Plus the 10 you spent, plus another $1. Get it? Cool. It's marginally less. The price isn't as good as San Diego, but Cleveland's been playing well, but it's positive money. So even if we split on these two, we make money. It's my model for baseball. It's a model that hunts underpriced lines in a specific market. Keep the sizes modest because the season's so long, and let the price edge compound over the long season. Now on to NRFI and YRFI plays. I know it sounds like I'm speaking a different language. For anyone new, NRFI, NRFY, is no run first inning. No run first inning. Next one is a YRFI. It's yes run first inning. So you're betting on whether there will not be a run in the first inning or if there will. More than likely, there's not, depending on where you are. Yankee Stadium, Fenway Park, Coors Field, Wrigley Field, and Cincinnati, whatever the fuck they call that park in that shithole. Those are parks you kind of want to avoid unless you've got 2 ace pitchers on the mound. Just a nugget, write it down. But starting pitcher quality and park factors are massive in this. First one we're going is going to be a yes run first inning. It's Philly in Colorado, Coors Field, doing 1.3 units, and it's at minus 149. This is a field where you're paying the juice. It's well worth it. Well worth it. It makes sense here, and here's why. Anybody who knows baseball, skip ahead because you already know what I'm about to say. The ball carries in Denver. They're in altitude. The air is thin. First inning offense at altitude is documented pricing and efficiency for the books, but they have to put it up. You pay the juice. You take advantage. Minus 149. It seems and sounds expensive, but in this market, with this environment, these pitchers, we're paying I'm willing to pay full retail because the product consistently delivers. We played it yesterday, the day before that. We're playing it again. Now onto the NRFI'S. Next one is Baltimore at Pittsburgh. No run first inning, 1 unit, -115. Bassett against Ashcraft, two good pitchers. They should keep a clean inning. They got first inning command, which is good. Clean play, reasonable toll. We'll pay it. Marlins and Yankees, no run first inning. Max Fried's on the mound. It's a unit at -118. Fried is one of the sharpest guys in baseball, especially first inning. He's got a low walk rate. It's a fair price for an elite outcome. All we need the Marlins pitcher to do is get through the first three. It's a tough ask, but it can be done. It's a name brand bet at a TJ Maxx discount price. I like it. Next one is Brewers Royals, no run first inning. Chris Bubich. I think it's Bubik, but I like saying Bubich. Bubich. It's 1.2 units at -133. A little bit of juice. Bubich has been efficient early in these innings. Milwaukee can be slow out of the gate. The higher confidence in the bet based on the odds justifies the premium. We got to pay for that, so I'm going to take it. Cincinnati, Texas, no run first inning. Burns versus Leiter. We got a unit at -123. Lighter confidence play, not really. I kind of like it. We're not overpaying. It's appropriate for the confidence level. It's a fair price. Reds, Rangers, no run first inning, and that'll close up. And now we'll close it out in college basketball. It's 2 tournaments, 3 bets. It says there was a prop I was going to do, and we cast a couple props last night. I'll get to the recap for last night really quick once I'm done here. But the first one we're taking is it's called in the CBC. They're playing for a bunch of nil money. 800,000 to the winning team, like, some to the coaches, some to the players. I think 300,000 goes to the players, which is kind of cool. But we're going to take that Oklahoma West Virginia game total over 137.5 for a unit at -110 normal odds. It's the cleanest play on the board, really, and I should go heavy on it, but totals are a fickle mistress, and I don't want to mess around with them. Oklahoma's offense is so efficient for this number to hold. West Virginia alone just put up 87 points. Granted, it was in overtime against Stanford, I believe, but 137 is crazy. Both teams should get to 70. Paying the juice with a strong analytical side to support this. And that's what fair pricing looks like. You do the work, you find a fair price, you make the bet. We're going to take the over. Next one, we're taking Oklahoma on the money line. This is expensive. This is not a sharp bet. This is not a plus EV bet. It is, it's a bad bet. We're putting 2 units on it, and we've got Oklahoma at -167. I think the spread was -3.5. And here's the lesson on paying full price for a team that you like. -167 is the most expensive individual bet on the card today. You're paying 67 cents for every dollar you want to win. So you're paying $167 to bring back $100 plus your 167. So you're paying $167 to win $267. The book has priced Oklahoma as a heavy favorite because the model agrees they are the significantly better team in this bracket. And we're still going to bet it for 2 units. It's our second largest bet of the day, but understand the math. -167. Oklahoma just needs to win the game. And at these odds, the probabilities are at a very high rate. But this is it's not a bet you go bragging about for the price. It's expensive. It's not a good bet. It's not necessarily sharp, but who gives a shit how much it costs if it wins? So, these almost made the card. They're not gonna. The over in the Auburn game in the NIT later on tonight. It's worth the small look. I do like Tulsa plus the 5.5 against Auburn. I think they're going to give them 4 with the way they shoot threes. They shoot threes really well. Tulsa does. And I dabbled in the women's basketball because looking at the market on one play, I'm just following the wise guy money and praying they didn't suck the value all the way out of this total for the women's national championship. The total I think was 131 or 130. This has been bet by big time money, and it's all the way down to 127. And it takes a lot of money to move a line that far. But we're putting 2 units on that. You can check it out in the Pickett app, like I said, in real time. The other one is I just think the market and the public is an overreaction. They've got South Carolina favored by 3.5 against UCLA, and I think UCLA can win this game outright. Their guard play equals that of South Carolina. Their bigs inside, not offensively big, but big in basketball terms. The big girls inside can hold their own against South Carolina as long as they don't get intimidated by South Carolina trying to play the bully ball, which is what they do, and it works. They did it to UConn last night, and they just got in their head. They got in the coach's head. It was fantastic. It was a master class in mental warfare, and that's what basketball is. Talent all over the place. Mental warfare is what it is. And that's it, guys. I can recap the week, but you know what? I'm going to save that for tomorrow with Chris. Screw that. Actually, I'll do it right now because we sucked yesterday in college basketball, and we got to own that shit. I'm gonna pull it up right here. I mean, we ended up gaining a unit because we took every over again in MLS. Every over 2.5 goals, buy it down to 2.5, pay the juice. Guess what we did? 12-3. 12-3 on MLS, and it was a beautiful thing. Yesterday we had 18 bets or 30 bets total. We went 18-12. We only gained a unit and a half because the soccer bets were smaller. We're not scaling them up. We're just being very, very disciplined with our bankroll. Gained a half a unit in the NBA. Major League Baseball, we went 6-3, made 3 units. Pretty dope. And college basketball, that's where we stunk it up. I gotta tell you when I win, tell you when I lose, man. I was so wrong about Michigan. They are good. They are so good. Arizona +2, dead. Yaxel Lindenberg, I didn't think he was going to get hurt. Nobody did. But I took his over 6.5 rebounds. That didn't get to the window. Andrei Stojakovic for Illinois. I, again, underestimated Danny Hurley's coaching ability. The guy is a G. Respect, man. Like, he's a good coach. But I took Andrei Stojakovic over 12.5 points. He only got 9. Terrace Reed took him over 9.5 rebounds. He got 11, so that got home. Illinois on the money line, dead. West Virginia on the money line yesterday, cashed. The under yesterday, dead. So we went 3-5 in college basketball yesterday, and we dropped 2.5 units. So that kind of sucked. But that's it, guys. That's the card. And I think 17, maybe 19 plays across the board. I got them to you in about 25 minutes without my rambling. The price lesson for today is simple. Plus money means the books think you're wrong and it's paying you to disagree. It's worth it if you do your homework. -107 and -109 are nearly free. -140, the 141, the 143, the 167 for Oklahoma. You're paying a premium price because the probability of those bets coming through is higher. That's why you're paying the price. It's worth it because your metrics line up. You understand the price tag before you buy it. Manage your bankroll. Respect the unit sizing. Check Donovan Mitchell status before 6 before you place that bet. And as I always say, guys, if a bet makes you sweat, you're not doing it right. This is for fun. We are not professionals. We're slightly sharp, moderately sharp, about as edgy as a Frisbee. But we make money doing this, as you can tell from our soccer plays, our baseball, our hockey, not the NBA. College hoops has been good. We're having a down March Madness, but so honestly, anybody who has been betting college basketball on a regular basis, they're not having a good March Madness. It's not terrible. Some guys are doing great, but for people who look for dogs and value and things like that, they're not getting home with it. So don't bet what you can't afford to lose. Let's get these tickets to the window. See you guys next time. Let's go. Love.